Okay, so first I want to say thank you for going back and forth with me a little bit in the comment section there. I appreciate your openness and your responsiveness as well. So, what I see from what you've said is you want to work in billing and coding, specifically related to health insurance, but you want to work in a hospital. Um, which I would say, as a note for anyone else watching this video, it is really good to have that many specifics because you would not believe how vast the healthcare industry is. So, sorry, there's like a mosquito in my car. Hold on. Okay, but as I was saying, is like you would not believe how vast the healthcare industry is. So the amount of specificity that Hideco has in the comments is actually the right level of specificity that you want to have when you're looking for jobs. You want to have a vision for your career, not just I'm gonna take anything. I feel like people in healthcare want to feel that you're connected to the job, that you're going to accept the job that you've applied to, and so one part of it is that you want to sell to them, to the employer, that like you really believe in this job, you really want this job, and you're going to do your best. But also, it's selling it to yourself as well, saying that this job is going to get me one step closer to my dream job, or it is going to be a part of my career path and I can see it as beneficial for me. Um, so it's kind of a twofold thing going on there. So I would highly suggest to keep that in mind whenever you're job searching. If you have the attitude of, I don't know, like I just need a job, like whatever, I'll just take whatever. I feel as though that attitude and that perspective will bubble over into your cover letter, your resume, your interviews, and before you know it, every single resume you're turning in is just the exact same copy. You're not updating it, you're not tailoring it to the position. And so employers, I feel like, pick up on that energy that you're putting out when you're looking for jobs. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there for anyone else who is watching this video and maybe needs a little bit more of like general overarching advice. But the next part is going to go into more specific advice for this individual. So, like I said, it's really good that you have a goal and that you have a lot of specificity to work from. I think that your next steps would be, and this is really what I recommend anyone to do when they know what their next step is, like this person does, is number one, identify people on LinkedIn or in your network or just through friends, any way that you're comfortable with. Identify people who are currently in positions that you want to be in. So, working in medical coding and billing, working at a hospital setting. Even better if you could find someone who pivoted in the same way that you pivoted from case management to billing and coding, and look at their other degrees, education, experiences. See if you can identify any gaps between where you currently are at, like what's on your resume versus what's on their, I guess, public resume, and then try to devise a plan on how you can fill those gaps. That's number one. Number two is networking. Now that you know people who work in the industry or who work in a position that you want to be in, I would highly recommend reaching out to these people, asking to meet with them, whether it's virtually or in person, asking to do a coffee chat, to do an informational interview, to do a lunch, like a little meet and greet situation, and really, learn more about their story, learn more about how they got this position, how they got into billing and coding, do they like it, what is it like? Especially if you are pivoting into billing and coding with no exposure to what the day to day of it is like, I would highly recommend doing this so that you can get a better idea of, am I actually going to like this? Is it really going to fit into my lifestyle? Um, some people just see like the price tag of a job and that's good enough for them. They'll deal with whatever they have to deal with and they're okay with that. Other people, not so much. So part of it is like knowing yourself and then knowing um, what kind of a job you could actually, I don't know, tolerate slash live with slash enjoy. So that's another piece of advice that I would give to you. And then the third one is when you find those positions, when you find those openings on LinkedIn, Indeed, whatever it is, number one, always go to the company website and directly apply. Or if you want to go the extra mile, I would say apply on the company website and through the job board like LinkedIn, Indeed, whatever it is. But always apply directly to the company if it's possible. I know some instances it's like a third party is looking to fill a position for a company, and so you would apply directly on that third party's website that's hosting the job posting, and apply there. Submit all your materials. I would also highly recommend getting into the practice of tailoring both your resume and your cover letter to each position. Now, because of the specificity that you have in your job search right now, you may not have to tweak as much in between each role because it's like kind of the same work. But let's say if, a certain job posting has like very different verbs or it's slightly different type of billing and coding, I would go back in and change the resume and try your best to write a cover letter. I know that tailoring things in this way can be very, very difficult, very time consuming, and just you're like, this is too much. And so I did create a Notion template you can find at the link in my bio um, at my store. I think it might be free or $5. I'm not sure. But it's called the Resume and Cover Letter Generator. So if you have trouble with tailoring your resume and tailoring your cover letter to each job that you're applying to, which I would highly recommend, it's a great practice to get into. It's a great way to get noticed. I would suggest downloading that Notion template. All you need is a free Notion account, and you can copy that template into your account, and I have instructions in there as well, but it's meant to walk you step by step on what things do I need to emphasize, what things do I need to highlight and focus on when I'm building this resume for this job and write a cover letter for this position. So I recommend that as well. And I think those are all of my tips. If you have any other questions, let me know. If you connect with me on LinkedIn, which you can also find that at the link in my bio, then send me a message and I can try my best to find someone in my network who may be working in a position like this. But please connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message so I don't forget. And it'll be easier for me to like forward their profile to you once you've messaged me on LinkedIn as well. So yeah, I really hope this helps. And I wish you the best of luck on the job journey. It's tough, it's hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. All right, that's it for me. Bye.